Hi, this is Mariel Situmanda, and in this video we are going to discuss about the implementing housekeeping activities. This module will go into the details or the house of maintenance and housekeeping. It will tackle housekeeping procedures and practices as well as the 5S of housekeeping system, ways to manage different kinds of places, and ways to stay safe while performing maintenance activities. So now let's start with the 5S of good housekeeping. 5S is a simple method of organizing the workplace safely and efficiently to enhance productivity. It is a systematized approach to organize work areas, keep rules and standards, and maintain the discipline needed to do as productive workplace. 5S lands on the idea that productivity is achieved by organizing the work area because it eliminates wasting of resources such as time. This method is divided into 5 phases: Usuri, Seton, Shiso, Sekitsu, and Jitsu. Each phase is named after a Japanese term recognizing the Japanese companies which lead the practice of this method. Usuri aims to eliminate hazard by decluttering spaces from unnecessary items that restrict physical movement and interfere with productive work. So, sorting practices may include placing red tags to categorize items and identify the unnecessary. Next, moving the unnecessary items to a central storage area to free up valuable space, and lastly, checking equipment and tools for functionality and any abnormalities. Series or sort is the first step in 5S. It refers to the sorting of the clutter from the other items within the work area that are actually needed. So this stage requires the team to remove all items that clearly do not belong in the working area and only leave those that are required for the processes in question. Second is Seton or systematize. This step of 5S involves systematizing how tools, equipment, and materials are arranged for easy access. So performing Seton may include placing items into storage areas that are labeled, numbered, and zoned for clear identification, and placing items into strategic locations and setting them according to the workflow to minimize unnecessary movement and travel time. Seton is the process of taking the required items that are remaining after the removal of clutter and arranging them in an efficient manner through the use of ergonomic principles and ensuring that every item has a place and that everything is in its place. Shiso or sweep. Shiso involves having a regular cleaning schedule to prevent workplaces from getting too dirty and difficult to clean. This is about cleaning even if things are not dirty. Shiso can be done through the following procedures such as mopping floors and wiping tables daily, performing maintenance of equipment and tools regularly, and observing proper personal hygiene and waste management. Setsu or sweep is the thorough cleaning of the area, tools, machines, and other equipment to ensure that everything is returned to a nearly new status. This will ensure that any non-conformity stands out, such as an oil leak from a machine onto a bright, newly painted, clean floor. Sekitsu or standardized. Sekitsu involves maintaining the workplace in high-standard housekeeping. This aims to make everyone know what his or her responsibilities are in the regular housekeeping routines. Observing practices of Shiso may include using visual materials to remind people of standard operating procedures or SOPs, developing mechanisms and templates for regular procedures such as ordering supplies, and reporting activities and issues. Implementing color coding for waste segregation and standardizing common symbols. So Sikitsu or standardize is the process of ensuring that what we have done within the first 3 stages of 5S becomes standardized. That is, we ensure that we have common standard and ways of working. Standard work is one of the most important principles of lean manufacturing. Shitsuki or self-discipline, this step of 5S is concerned about doing things correctly and continuously without having to be told. Shitsuki refers to maintaining standards and keeping the facility in a safe and efficient order day after day and year after year. Shitsuki procedures may include conducting refresher training and progress reporting regularly, recognizing good 5S activities, using bulletin boards or 5S corners to remind others of the 5S practices. The final stage is 5S Shitsuki or sustain, ensuring that the company continually improve using the previous stages of 5S, maintain housekeeping and conduct audits and so forth. 5S should become part of the culture of the business and the responsibility of everyone in the organization. So now let's proceed to the waste management. So waste management is vital in maintenance of training facilities. Waste management is the collection, transport, processing, recycling, or disposal of waste materials in an effort to reduce their effect on human health or local aesthetics or amenity. In recent decades, there have been efforts to reduce the effect of waste materials on the environment and to recover resources. What is ecological waste management? So ecological waste management is the proper handling of the thing we throw away in a manner that does not harm anyone or anything, be it human, animal, or the environment. The waste hierarchy refers to the 3 Rs: reduce, reuse, and recycle, which classify waste management strategies according to their desirability in terms of waste minimization. So the waste hierarchy remains the cornerstone of most waste minimization strategies. The aim of waste hierarchy is to extract the maximum practical benefit from products and to generate the minimum amount of waste. Concern laws and regulations, Presidential Decree 1152, the Philippines Environment Code, which took effect in 1997, provides a basis for an integrated waste management regulations starting from waste source to methods of disposal. PD 1152 has further mandated specific guidelines to manage municipal wastes such as solid and liquid, sanitary landfill, and incineration and disposal sites in the Philippines. What is a waste management plan? So a waste management plan is a comprehensive record of established procedures for proper waste management. Components of a waste management plan are waste segregation system, waste disposal system, existing policies and regulations, and the personnel involved. Waste segregation is the sorting and separation of waste types to facilitate recycling and correct onward disposal. Sorting your waste makes it easier to understand how to reduce your general waste output, identify items that can be reused, and set aside items that should be recycled. Waste management system or waste disposal is a streamlined process that organizations use to dispose of, reduce, reuse, and prevent waste. It is also an approach where companies implement comprehensive strategies to efficiently manage wastes from their origin until their final disposal. Possible waste disposal methods are recycling, composting, incineration, landfills, bioremediation, waste to energy, and waste minimization. Policies are rules that are made by organizations to achieve their aims and goals. Policies are made by individuals, groups, companies, and even governments to carry out their plans, while regulations are rules that are made to make people comply and behave in a certain manner. A regulation has the effect of a law and is considered as a restriction that is imposed by authorities to make people follow the desired code of conduct. Personnel involved are the people employed in an organization or for a service or undertaking. Now let's proceed to the proper disposal of hazardous waste. The disposal of chemical waste must always adhere to the established local and national policies. There are instances when your institution must coordinate with concerned agencies to dispose of hazardous wastes. The following are examples of hazardous wastes and tips for their proper disposal. Infectious waste means those solid wastes which may cause human disease and may reasonably be suspected of harboring human pathogenic organisms or may pose as a substantial threat or potential hazard to human health or the environment when improperly treated, stored, transported, disposed of, or otherwise managed. Examples of common special wastes include petroleum-contaminated soil, asbestos stabilized grit and bar screenings, absorbent booms and pods liquids, peat sludge, baghouse dust, dried paint filters, biosolids, grease or scum waste, or any other hard-to-handle material. Radioactive waste is produced by industries such as mining, nuclear power generation, defense, medicine, and certain types of scientific research. Like all radioactive material, radioactive wastes will naturally decay over time. Once the radioactive material has decayed sufficiently, the waste is no longer hazardous. However, the time it will take for the radioactive material to decay will range from a few hours to hundreds of thousands of years. Examples of chemical waste include but are not limited to unused and surplus reagent-grade chemicals, intermediates and byproducts generated from research and educational experiments, batteries, anything contaminated by chemicals, used oil of all types, spent solvents including water-based, mercury-containing items, and photographic film processing solutions, and chemicals, pesticides, non-returnable gas, cylinders, and many more. That's all for my video reporting. Once again, this is Mariel C. Tumanda. Bye-bye and thank you.